Big Brother's bit on the side. We're always banned from the naked waiter parties. When I say banned, I mean Dowling doesn't let us in. Would you like another exclusive?
Yes!
Adam, do you reckon you can get a train all the way from England
to America?
To America?
No.
Oh. But not on different train stations?
No.
There's a massive,
big ocean in between us.
ocean in between.
Huge ocean.
Yeah, I'm sure you can work around it, though. Like a little...
Little what?
Like the Atlantic?
A little road?
Because you can do it to Ireland, and it's got sea in it.
There's a ferry, not a train.
Really?
There's a train to Paris from England.
But then there's a sea there.
I know, but it's a little one. It's just underground.
She's being so fake, it's unbelievable. She thought there was a fucking underground train from England. She thought there was a train to New York. And do you know what else she said? That she was going to stop at all the different stops along the way. Nobody, and I mean nobody, thinks there's a train. It's fucking bullshit, this whole idiot malarkey thing.
I do think there's a train. What's he going to say about me now, eh? Hey? Right, in 6 days' time, we will have a winner! Yes. But have those housemates changed over the past 10 weeks? Here to tell us if they have is our resident life guru, Diane Udale. So, Diane, we're on the homeward straight.
That's right.
But tell me how this week is going to play out. What's going to happen?
I think they're now going to become a little bit more real, a little bit more reflexive, possibly a little bit soul-bearing and sharing, because they can, because they're safer. And as you said, the end's in sight.
OK, so we have seen the housemates watching their profile VTs from launch night.
Yeah.
What did you notice about watching them watching it?
There was a couple, but in particular, Scott. I really liked his reaction. I didn't like it. It was actually slightly uncomfortable because he showed a bit of discomfort.
So it's quite telling?
Yes.
Let's watch it back and then we'll talk about it.
I'm so nervous for mine. It's so embarrassing. It's the cringiest thing I've ever known.
Excited.
I hate it.
We do have connections with chavs in my family, so it's something I've had to put up with. I do like to hang out with...
Oh, God! You're really nice. Oh, no, Scott, that was so...
I love it.
So what do you make of that?
I am not buying it, because when you saw it played in real time, they played the whole length of it, and he cringed a couple of times, and it's nothing to do with him thinking that he's gained weight. He hasn't. He looks like he's not put on it looks like he may have lost it.
He does actually look like he's lost weight in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
what is it? Why say that?
Because he was more uncomfortable, and I'm going to push the boat out here. I think listening to how much of the toughness he's actually had developed for that VT. Let's think about this. He got into Big Brother because of that, because of this persona that he's built himself all his life towards. And I think he just hadn't realised maybe how extra it had become in that moment when it was filmed. And I think he'll tender it slightly. But let's look at this. For Scott, you know, we're very good as a nation of pulling people down who aspire to work towards something. We've got our Olympians out there. We wouldn't pull them down for going, you want to spend hours a day on a track? We wouldn't do that to them. It's just the same if somebody has an aspiration to become a personality or a sort of personality built on what they may be in some way. He's naturally gone towards that, and good luck to him. What I think he did is he saw himself and thought, a little overcooked, maybe. And he had to catch himself, and he sort of cringed at it and went, oh, I look so fat. There was not a bean on him, bless him.
So who do you think has delivered from what we've seen on the VT? Who's kind of come through and done what they've said they were going to do?
Ashley, totally. I mean, on the VT, you would have never got the larger inkling of Ashley, which is the potty mouth side, the side that we've seen be literally quite brutal in there. What you have seen is somebody, I picture her leaving the house and literally walking through a tan booth and having everything slapped on her. She goes, oh, back to Ashley again, because she's got like a
That would
gold...
be quite amazing if she walked out of the doors, there was like a billow of smoke and she just came through the other side, the Ashley that went in.
She would love it. She would absolutely love it. But you know what's actually, whether you love, like or dislike her for whatever reason, she has actually allowed herself possibly through the Lushly dynamic that's been going on in there, to be also all the stuff that she said she didn't want to be on the VT. How could you not look groomed when you're on TV?
Yeah.
She's shown warts and all.
That is the biggest surprise about her, I think.
Literally herpes simplex and all. And, you know, she'll watch it back and she could congratulate herself because she's been nothing other than very real and true to herself, with a lot of lack of tact about other people's feelings, because she's not very considerate at times.
Whose behaviour has surprised you the most out of all of them?
Oh, gosh, Dina. It really... do you know, she did warn us, though. She said, there is other sides to me you're just not getting to see. And she said, but I'm life and soul, and I actually can be quite funny. Like you said, though, there were a few moments when she did descend into the buzzer, which actually initially was quite funny, and then it very quickly escalated into being quite uncomfortable viewing, because Lucas rather was being... He was beginning to spiral. Sarah looked away. Now then, there was a little warning shot, though.
How come he kept his cool so well?
Ah, I'll come to that in a minute.
Okay,
because
sorry.
Yes, this is something I really want to talk about. But literally minutes before she went into that tirade, and it went on and on, like it's gone on Tonight Show, on and on about the Charlie, you know, all that. And it's just... she grabs onto something, and it's always out of slander as well. She doesn't really mean it. It's just she's got something to grab onto. But seconds before she did the buzzer bit, Sarah said shush about something. She said, no, I'm not going to shut up. I've been quiet for too long. It's pressure cooker. She's had the chance and now it's gone off.
Yeah.
She can't, it's not tenable. She doesn't know how to rein it in.
And you kind of can't blame her in a way, because she has, you know, kept quiet for a long time.
She has, and this is her chance, and she has attacked somebody very similar in energy to the energies that have attacked her in the house prior to that.
OK, so who have you noticed the biggest change in?
Lucas.
I get the feeling that Diane's got a bit of a crush.
No, not at all. Well, I'm interested in certain male profiles of alphaness. We've all got kind of a scale from 1 to, say, 100 of our hormonal profiles, and some men are more testosterone-y driven. He has a lot of self-discipline. He really can do the alpha male bit when he wants to. His VT showed it.
Yeah.
But if he'd just shown that side to us, he'd have just been a slightly more mature version of Aaron, and bless him, he'd have probably gone by now, because it was very one-dimensional. Very good-looking guy, investing a lot of time in himself. Lushly's given him chance for us to see some really nice sides to this guy.
So do you buy those nice sides? You don't think they are just for the house?
No, they're not just for the house.
OK.
Ashley has brought out sides to him, and because of everything he's had to face, the prank initially, Benedict when he left with the curry powder, also we're going on with Connor, he's had to deal with quite a lot. He's actually shown us, as an alpha, he not only can deal with that and temper his emotions, because most alphas are like, bosh, you're going to get it. He's tendered that to himself. He shows he's got some good emotional control of his internal landscape, and he's shown that he can do alongside an affectionate and loving. Sorry, but that gets a big thumbs up from me.
Which is one thing he said that he didn't do. He said he didn't do relationships.
But it could be that Ashley's brought that out in him. We don't know. And he won't know until he watches back and until they're separated. So that's one thing that's going to happen big time within the next 10 days, whether they like it or not. Their families and friends will want them back. Their lives will take off in their separate places. And that separation will then highlight whatever is real between them.
OK.
But his emotions that have come through, I really congratulate him. He could have so gone off at Dina when she apologised the next morning and gone, yeah, actually, you've been a complete arse, you know.
And who do you think has remained the same?
Oh, Luke A, Adam and Sarah, they've not had to change because they've not had to ever attack anybody in the house to gain status or strength.
But have stuck up for themselves.
They would if they have to. They would absolutely defend to the max. But it's just that's the way they're built. They're more internalised people. They don't have to externalise all their emotions as a way of getting strength or feeling good about themselves.
Diane, I love chatting to you.
No.
On that note, we have to finish it. I'm so sorry we're out of time, but thank you very much. Diane, you down.
Thank you.
So that is what Diane reckons. But what can Scott's family tell us about him? And Jamie went to find out.
I'm here in glamorous Macclesfield to unearth the hidden depths of Big Brother's very own Regency rake, Scott.
Mr. East, it's time for your bit on the side Scott makeover.
What are you on about? Be gone with you, rapscallion! So, before I was very rudely interrupted, let's head forth and see what his mum Patricia and sister Jodie have to say.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Would one mind if one frequented one's abode?
Of course. Come
Jolly
in.
good, Spiffy. Now, we've got to start off talking about the accident. You don't seem to talk the same as what he does.
Absolutely marvellous.
Well,
It's been
years
like that
ago.
as long as I remember.
Yeah.
Since he's been a kid, that's how he spoke.
Did it not kind of trouble you or kind of worry as to why he was talking like that all of a
No,
sudden?
we just thought it was normal for him. Because he was so weird, though no one even thought about it. He just accepted
It just kind of fitted his
It
character.
was part of his character,
Yeah.
that was it.
He'd go into the forest and he'd like make his own little dens and stuff, and he'd go out camping on his own at the age of 14 and stuff like that.
Like Rambo.
Yeah.
Well, sort of like Rambo.
He's got a shotgun and likes...
Well, yeah, he's already shown us his shooting skills.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Yes!
So where has his obsession with the aristocracy and the upper class come from?
Well, years ago, we used to like going visiting halls, gardens. We were always interested in antiques.
See, that would have bored the crap
history.
out of me as a kid.
He loved it.
Did he?
He really liked it.
Got some childhood photos of a young Scott here. Oh, here he is. This is the African hunter shot. What is he doing there? Apart from aiming a gun at the camera.
Aiming it at Jodie, probably.
Really? Has he ever shot you?
He did shoot me in the bum with a BB gun once.
He shot you in the bum with a BB gun. That sounds like a rap. What state's his bedroom in?
It's very tidy.
Is it?
Tidy, yes.
Would it be OK if we had a quick nosy in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Best bit. He's actually got a quill. This is amazing. Hold on a second. Is he an actual real lord?
He got bought a piece of land in Scotland.
How big is it?
Yeah, probably about this little square.
But he is Lord Scott Mark Mason, the Lord of Lochaber. And this is the gun, is it?
Yeah.
I think we have to get the gun out.
Go away with you, I'm going to bag myself a beast.
I keep some things under my bed. What was he planning on doing with that? Or was he just use it to, like, open letters?
Probably.
And there we are, a unique insight into the Prince of Big Brother. The question is, will Scott claim the throne at the end, or will a revolution overthrow his one-man monarchy?
Mr. East, I'm under orders. I have to give you the Scott haircut.
This hair's insured, man. God, Jesus.